Oh boy, here's where Paul takes the gloves off. Ushers, lock the doors. Here we go. Paul says, verse 12, here's the problem. This is one of the cancers at Corinth. Now I say this, another Paul is saying, listen up. Each of you say, I'm of Paul, or I'm of Apollos, or I'm of Cephas, or I'm of Christ. Stop right there. Those are personality cults. This is not a good thing. You say, well, yeah, but what about the guys who say I'm of Christ? They're the worst of the whole bunch. Because this, you know what he's talking about? In one church in the city of Corinth in Greece, there was over here in this group, hey, we're of Paul. They had their little thing, Paul. We're the group of Paul. This group, Apollos. Cephas is the Hebrew way of saying Peter. We're more legalistic than all the rest of you guys. We're really right on. Yeah, we're born again, but we keep the law. And then, we're of Christ. The ones that were of Christ, they were the super saints at Corinth. We're not like any of those losers. We're super believers. It sounds cute on paper. It's a bad deal. And you know what Paul says about that? What he says about personality cults? They destroy churches. Listen, beware of any man or woman who tries to usurp authority over your life in a spiritual setting. When they have to tell you, I'm called by God to tell you. Church, listen, have you ever had anybody come up and say, the Lord told me to tell you? Excuse me. See these? My heart's open. I love the Lord. He can tell me himself. Right? I'm not going to tell you the stuff I've heard from people. The Lord told me, I don't know why, Pastor, I'm supposed to tell you this. But the Lord told me to tell you, and I can't even repeat the stuff I've heard. Listen, anybody usurping authority, they're breeding a personality cult. If anybody says, well, you know, you really can't make it without me, they are a cult. It's all about Jesus. It's all about this church here right now, this place, pointing you to Christ. God sees to it here. He makes me look like an idiot most of the time. Why? So that you look at Christ. You say, look at me, and it's like, what a whack nut. We need to follow Jesus. Keep your eyes.